Hey, what's up, Nation? Hunter Tom here, and welcome back to another video. Today, I'm gonna teach you guys how to be more accurate with air guns. YouTube, please don't demonetize me. I'm not gonna be shooting this tool in this video, so yeah, please don't demonetize me. Anyways, let's jump right in. This right here is the Benjamin Trail Nitro Piston 2, and I bought it a couple years ago. What I wanna show you guys is how to be more accurate with break barrel air rifles. Now, I know a lot of new shooters don't actually know how to be accurate with break barrel air guns, but in this video, I will show you basically just how to be more accurate when shooting these guys. Alright guys, so to start with, I want to go into the actual mechanics of a break barrel slash underlever slash any spring or nitro piston powered air rifle, and I'm going to explain to you guys how this will affect your accuracy and your style of shooting, and then I will teach you guys how to counter the effect that this gun produces. So I'm going to get a piece of paper and kind of draw out the recoil that goes inside this thing. So there's one thing we gotta understand when we shoot these types of air rifles, and that is that it's usually powered by something that is pushing air in one way or another, right? So this gun is powered by a piston, or even spring guns, regular spring guns are powered by a spring piston that uses a bunch of air and it compresses it, and that's what shoots the pellet out of the barrel. So when you crank your barrel, you're basically compressing a spring inside of your gun, right? And so you have a bunch of energy stored in the back end here, and when you squeeze your trigger, you're sending all that energy forward, right? So you got this kind of a forward recoil going in this way, which is probably the majority of your recoil. So when you pull the trigger, you got the piston, or any, like this one's powered by gas piston, but sometimes you have a spring piston, and what it does, it pushes the gun forward, because when you pull the trigger, just kind of, your piston goes, and then it hits the block, I guess you could say the blocker, and that's what kind of makes the gun shift forward, and so that's why it's got a forward recoil. But at the same time, all that pressure, that spring or nitro piston pressure, that is now turned into air pressure, which is coming out this way, and that's putting a force going backwards on the gun, and so then that creates a backwards pressure going backwards on the gun. Now the thing is, what happens when you have two recoils, I guess you can call it, or two forces going against each other? Well, it creates vibrations, because this energy won't be the same as this one. Exactly, like it won't exactly be the same, because some of it will be lost by noise, some of it will be lost by heat, and I won't get into all the science of it, but you're gonna have this thing called basically vibrations. And so you kind of have all these tiny micro vibrations, as you can call it, and the gun kind of shakes a lot, and that's up to you to counter those micro vibrations, because if you're holding it super tight, then your whole gun shakes, and that is no good. It's kind of like this tiny chainsaw. Well, I mean, it vibrates when you use it, but yeah, no, it's not actually like this tiny chainsaw. What I'm trying to get to here is that you're gonna have to counter those tiny vibrations that happen inside of here. So when your pellet's leaving and your whole gun's shaking, because all this action is going on, you're gonna want to hold the gun in a specific way, and I'll show you guys how to do that. Now the best way to counter those micro vibrations is by holding the gun lightly like this. So you notice I'm not squeezing my holding fingers on the front here right against my break barrel air gun, so like it gives it a bit of place to slide, right? This is called the artillery hold, and it's been out there for a while, but a lot of people just don't know about it. And what you want to do is basically just let the gun drop inside your hands, like you're still holding it, and have a bit of a grip on it, but not too much. Kind of just want to let it slide, and it's same for like your grip over down here. It's the same. You kind of want to keep it against your shoulder, but not too much either, if you're shooting standing up, that is. And usually I would say it's better to lean against something, or have your gun rested on a table or something when you're shooting. Basically, you just want to drop the gun in lightly, hold it lightly in your hands. Like I said, can't stress this enough. Like, just really don't squeeze onto the gun. It's not, it's gonna have recoil and stuff, but just you want to let it go back when you shoot, right? So say I'm holding it like this, whatever, got my safety goggles on, the pellets inside, and I flick the safety off, and I'm ready to shoot. What you want to do is lightly squeeze the trigger. Again, not holding this too tight, just want to kind of cradle the the air rifle, get your eye on target. Just, you know, lightly cradle this. Once you're ready to shoot, you just want to slowly pull the trigger, and then it'll go boop, and it'll shoot backward. It'll shoot the pellet, and you want to just let the recoil slide back. The gun kind of slide back like this, so kind of like that. And yeah, it's basically how you become more accurate with the air rifle, and how you just simply, that's just how you simply shoot it more accurately. I know it might be hard for you guys to believe it or whatever, but just try it. Trust me, you're like a lot more accurate. I've taught this technique to other people. They just thank me a ton for it because it really just helps them become more accurate. There's no point in squeezing on to your air rifle or you know, throwing a bipod on it. And you just want to counter those micro vibrations, so when your pellet leaves the barrel, it's not holding all those vibrations in it. You just want to let your gun move slowly back, kind of like an artillery cannon. That's basically it. I hope you guys found this video helpful. I don't know if this is like the best demonstration, but let me know if it helped, and if it didn't, I can redo it and actually give a better demonstration. But thanks for watching the video. Make sure to follow me on Instagram at HunterTomAirguns, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care and bye bye.